Last night was the episode we had all been anticipating for weeks on end, as we saw the Buffaloes, Wasp, Goo, and Strawberry Shortcake all competing for the first time this season. All four of them gave fantastic performances, and the first time this season we got the smackdown, which I'm honestly so excited. We didn't get a smackdown, throughout the groups. And also we had a pretty shock elimination this week. We've got a lot to talk about for this week's episode recap and review of The Masked Singer Season 12, so let's get straight into this video. So, as you know, folks, it is officially December now. We're now heading to the festive seasons, which is honestly so exciting. And honestly, are you guys excited for the holidays this year? Because I know I am. You know, Christmas is one of my favourite times of the year. If you get to see family, you get to see friends, you get to... It's honestly amazing. You know, Christmas is honestly such a magical time of the year. It really is. And yeah, just let me know if you're excited for that. So, and also, if you don't know already, we are getting the Masked Singer Christmas special. We do know the costumes. Oh, broccoli there. Broccoli. I was looking at my celeb. There's broccoli on the screen. Not actually broccoli, but there's the trees look like broccoli. So I got sidetracks there. But anyways, so we do, I believe Davina and Maya Jama actually won't be on that Christmas special, and they've got Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders on there, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so I'll probably do a video on that closer to the time, and we've also be getting the Masked Singer reactions as well. So yeah, I honestly, I've been loving this whole season. I'm so sad that it's kind of ending soon, as this is going to be one of my favourite ever seasons. Like, for me, season 11 was probably one of the best we've had, but this is probably on the same level at this rate, because the talent this year is just so good, and we have 4 incredible singers as well, which is so great to see. But yeah, so let's go through, let's basically just jump right into this video, because so as you see, we've got Goo, Wasp, Buffaloes, and Strawberry Shortcake, all competing this week. And last night, it really was a fantastic episode. I loved, I just loved this week. Probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole season. It was just so fantastic. So let's just get into it. So kicking off here, if it will load, we have got the Wasp here, and he performed "Standing Next to You" by Jungkook, which I believe he did that song with Usher, if I remember correctly. And this was a fantastic performance to kick off the night. He got the party going. He did choreography. Honestly, it was a really. I actually think this is probably his best performance he's given in terms of the up tempo numbers. As the last 2 he's done have been kind of slow ballads, but this I thought was an absolutely fantastic performance. So yeah, this was a fabulous start to the show, and again, I think all my guesses are the same as I've been saying for the past few weeks. I'm confident that the Wasp is indeed Mario himself, and honestly, it's pretty deadly obvious that the dance moves are there, the voice is there. Now, let's go through some of the clues that I picked up on. I have to say, some of these clues this week were a little bit challenging, I have to say. So I'll definitely need some help from you guys in the comments. Especially for Strawberry Shortcake, I'll definitely need some help with that. So the Wasp mentioned that he had got into some trouble with the law in the past, and that's because in 2010, Mario was indeed charged with second-degree assault and released on a $50,000 bond after allegedly attacking his own mother, which was, honestly, I did not know that. So that was pretty shocking to hear. That was back in 2010, so it wasn't anything too recent. And he mentioned that he is in a relationship. He is married to Ramona Singer. That's a pretty cool surname. He mentioned he starred in one of the biggest shows of the decade, and I was struggling to find that, but he has been in shows in like Step Up, Freedom Writers, and Empire, and he mentioned about appearing in a live theatre. He performed at Rent Live, and he has released many hit songs, mentioned, and his hit songs are like basically "Let You Love Me," "Music for Love," and "Main Love." All of them have got the. I've noticed have got the name "Love" in there. I didn't even do notice that kind of doing these clues for the video, but yeah, I'm very confident it's Mario. And honestly, I have been having him as my winner pick, but I have to say after tonight's episode of the Buffos, which we'll go into in a minute, might have just changed my opinion, but we'll get into that just a bit. And next up, we're going to talk about the singer that was eliminated this week, and I'm honestly gutted about this as well, is Goo. Now, I have to say, while I feel like his SmackDown performance, and by the way, the SmackDown returned this season, which I'm so thrilled about because I was gutted that they weren't bringing it back for this season, or at least I thought it did. But at least we got this for the quarterfinals, which I cannot complain. And they both him and Strawberry Shortcake did a different song each, which I thought was pretty good. Going back to the OG season, but I think I knew going into the episode it was between Goo and Strawberry Shortcake, but in my opinion, like I honestly think he was massively robbed. In my opinion, I think okay, his SmackDown performance, okay, maybe we didn't fit his voice too much, but I think his performance of well, he did Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I thought he did fantastic on. It was just so good, and I just thought he did it. I thought he nailed that song. Um, but yes, that was that. So yeah. So he was eliminated, and he was indeed revealed to be the NFL player for the LA Rams, Kobe Turner, and that I mean what a phenomenal talent Kobe has, and yeah, I'm just it's like I will say this now. I have been kind of like started to say to myself, I don't think I should be right with Kobe Turner because this voice is just too good. Like, and I just think the fact he's got this hidden talent is so incredible, I mean, in my opinion, he is really truly is one of the best athletes in terms of singing we have ever had on the show. Like for me, like I'm honestly damn surprised he hasn't had like a whole career at this rate. In my opinion, because he's got that good of a voice, I think he should be in the studio recording songs. Like I would pay to see him do a song, of like Lose Control, Miss Independent, Highs on the Rising Sun, Iris as well. I want to hear a full album of him singing. Like, honestly, I could listen to his voice all day long. He is just absolutely phenomenal. Kobe Turner, you were fantastic, my friend. Welcome to the Masked Singer. And I will say I'm a bit gutted you're going home, but hey ho. Anyways, Strawberry Shortcake. Let's talk about her because I want to talk about her. Now, I think she's like I said this last week, but I think she's for sure the strongest female singer we have in the competition. And yeah, like I said, I think she's absolutely phenomenal. But I will say, I do like the fact she chose an up tempo song so she can kind of switch it around. But I honestly wasn't a huge fan of the song, to be honest. I mean, Close. I mean, it's a good song, but I don't think this kind of fits with her voice too well, in my opinion. And I feel like I think like I mean, I will say her SmackDown performance against Goo was fantastic, and I think had she sang "Scars to Your Beautiful" for this song, I would have not complained too much of her going through, but personally, based on that song, I felt she should have been sent home. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. But hey, that's that. But yeah. So my guess for Strawberry Shortcake is the exact same, and that's AJ Michaela from Michaela. I can't pronounce the second name. From Ali and AJ, and I have to say, this week's clues for her were a little bit challenging for me. So she mentioned that she was part of a packed bunch. I'm not too sure what that means, to be honest. Breaking out from her friends and family. Her mother, I believe, was a singer, in a band, and I think I covered that up in my last review. But I did manage to get a clue. Um, And that was when she got a call from her sister who says that me and your nephew are rooting for you. As you know, her sister is called Ali, and her nephew Jack is actually Ali's son, if that makes sense. So basically, AJ is the nephew of Ali's son, if that makes sense. So that's a pretty cool connection. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the one and only AJ. And I have to say, honestly, I mean, she really is a great. I mean, she's a great singer, and she's been doing fantastic. Um, you know, and I just think she. I mean, she is really good. I just felt this was a bit of a step down in my opinion, but she still has a great voice. And I'll be honest with you, I honestly I just don't think she's got the strongest voice to make to the final. For me, Buffaloes and Wasp are literally leaps and bounds ahead in my eyes. But we'll definitely see what happens next week. So yeah, I'm a bit tired actually. Sorry about that. But anyways, let's go over to the Buffaloes. And all I honestly have to go. I have to just be blunt here and say, because for me, this was not. By the way, they performed "You're Still the One" by Shania Twain. Such a beautiful song. And not only this was, and for me, this was not only the best performance of the whole night, but I think this was the best performance of the entire season. Like, I was just in awe of this performance, and seeing the harmonies just blend so beautifully together was just transcending. And and the thing is, we've never had a group win the show, which I've been wanting that to happen for so long. For me, this would be the perfect opportunity for that to happen in my eyes. Like, they're just, I honestly can't describe how incredible they are. Like, and especially the lyric, which I'm gonna Google quickly. And that was so in the lyric they mentioned that that we're still together, still going strong. It's just probably the most beautiful lyrics I've heard them sing. It's just, and you can tell how much that song must mean to them as well. It was so emotional, and for me, like, I'm gonna put this out now. I think we might be looking at the season 12 winners, folks. Like, I actually think we might be looking at our winners of season 12. Like, they're just out of this world in my eyes. I can't describe how phenomenal these guys are. Yeah, I just easily just 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 transcending beyond belief, and just one of the best groups we've ever had on the show. No, the best group actually. They are the best group we've ever had on the show. They're just tremendous. They really are. So my guess for the Buffaloes is, I've been saying for weeks on end, and I'm sticking with that, and that is Boys to Men. Like, it's so obvious. Those harmonies are so distinctive. Their voices individually, their voices are just incredible. They're just so recognizable in my opinion. I mean, we all know that. So let's go through some of the clues. And this was a little bit challenging for me to do, but I think I've got some good reasonable clues. So they mentioned that they were they're friends, but they've become brothers. Now, this might be a red herring here or something, or kind of me reaching for the stars a bit. But believe it or not, both Wanye and Nathan have literally have the exact same surname, which is Morris. Yep. So Wanye Morris, Nathan Morris. And by the way, they're not brothers. By the way, I don't think they're brothers. The actual brothers. I don't think. I'm pretty sure they're not actual brothers. And also all three of them. So I'm so tired. Oh, I'm very tired today. And I think also with being, brothers is because how close they are. Like, all you can just tell how close of a friendship that both Nathan, Sean, and Wanye have together. Like, their chemistry between the two is beautiful, and just to see this kind of happen on the show is incredible. And now they mentioned about breaking up for a few years ago. Now, Now this will have to do a bit of deep diving, and these are just some reasons I've seen online. They're kind of like theorized, but I'm going through some of the clues. Basically, what I put down. So with them mentioning of them kind of splitting up, a few reasons why I think this is a possible connection is because with Michael McCary, who was another member of Boyz II Men, the fourth member, actually left in 2003, I think, due to health issues, and which I think the singers, both the three remaining singers, um, kind of like took a break from the music industry quite for a bit because I think, you know, and I've also I've heard, and these are just other theories I've heard, but I think, and I think, and kind of I've heard other things say that this is another possibility is that there was like a rift in the group, like kind of due to McCary's kind of lack of motivation and infighting with the other members. And I feel like, another thing I've heard is because I think that Michael kind of wanted to return to the group in 2012, but he didn't want to like sign a contract that would kind of protect the other members if he kind of left again. But they did have a reunion concert in August this year with Michael returning, which I think was beautiful. And also the Babyface connection. They've worked with Babyface. They've sung with Babyface. Um, so yeah, I am beyond confident it's Boyz II Men, and I've said this before. I think these guys are the ones to be at this rate, and also this would be the perfect opportunity to have the first ever group win. Like, I mean, the closest we got to that was the Lambs back in season 8. But for me, this is like next level of the Lambs. Like, this is like beyond. Like, I honestly, we've had so many groups on the show. Like, I could have seen what like Hanson, Pentatonics, In Vogue as well in season 7, and like Lambs as well. But for me, these guys here, truly, truly deserve this win, and nothing will make me happy if they are able to pull this off. Like for me, they so deserve to win so badly, and I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. So that is it for this week's recap and review for the Masked Singer season 12 for the quarterfinals. And honestly, what an episode! This was. We had a shock elimination. All four of them, I thought, brought it though. But honestly, it was an absolutely fabulous episode. Next week's the semi-finals. The final three are competing. I'm nervous right now of what's going to happen because, okay, so, but who do you think is going to be going home next week? But my prediction is Strawberry Shortcake. I think it's pretty obvious that she's going home. Like, she's great, but for me, you can't beat the levels of the Buffaloes and the Wasp, in my opinion. And I've been saying this on the get-go that Wasp and Buffaloes are going to be are the ones who I think will be in the final too. But again, after tonight's episode, I'm honestly rooting for Buffaloes to win this whole show. I really am, and I really am hoping they do, to be honest, because I just think they're absolutely fantastic vocalists. They're just so good. They're so good. Yeah, I'm really rooting for the Buffaloes to win. I would just want them to win so badly, to be honest. But you let me know in the comments below. Who do you think's gonna go home next week and miss out place on the finals? And also, I'm curious about when we're gonna get the road to the finals, because normally we'd get it by now, wouldn't we? Because I've heard we're gonna get the holiday sing along as per year, but I haven't quite heard just yet about the road to the final. Like, I assume we'd get it because, I mean, they normally do like 2 hours, don't they? Because you have 1 hour is like the recap, and then the other hour is like the, the kind of like the actual finale. If that makes sense. So, I'll let you guys know if I find out any more information. But for now, thank you so much for watching this week's recap and review of The Masked Singer season 12. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe with post notifications turned on. I would really appreciate that. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.